We are halfway through 2025, and if you haven't had a chance to breathe, let alone reflect, you are not alone. Let's figure out how to make the rest of this year feel exactly how you want it to. Hey friend, hey! Y'all, it's August again. It was literally just January. I don't understand. But let's be for real. This is like New Year's Junior. We did what we did the first half, but now it's time to make the second half count. And since it's New Year's Junior, you know it's time to get our MFing, more fulfilling lives together. If you're here to map out exactly how you want the rest of your year to go, or even to just get clarity on how you want the year to look like, you came to the right corner of the internet. Welcome to the neighborhood. My name's Dacie, and I'm one of your neighbors in this hood called adulthood. On my corner of the internet, we share doses of inspiration and tips on how to live a more fulfilling life. And you come to the perfect episode, because today we are doing the foundation for our more fulfilling life. So be sure to grab your bevy of the day, and let's get started. That's actually good. I'm gonna have to pause. So today's video has 3 steps, kind of like 4 steps, because one of them's optional. But first we must get into the feels. Can I get to the feels? Sweet! We need to know how we want to feel the rest of 2025. I'm suggesting starting with feelings and not goals, because you can always align what you work on to how you want to feel. You can have all these great things going for you, but if you don't feel positively about them, then what's the point? So for the rest of the year, are you trying to feel more peaceful, more full of life? Are you trying to feel more grateful? To be more energized, more connected to others, more connected with yourself, more confident, joyful? You want to feel more relaxed? Like, how do you want to feel the rest of the year? Do you want to feel more accomplished? Do you want to feel like you trust yourself more? Do you want to be more patient? Do you want to feel more like cool, calm, collected? Do you want to feel like you know yourself more? Do you want to feel like you enjoy the time you spend with yourself or with others? Like, how do you want to feel? I'll pick 2 to 3 feelings that resonate with you and the vibe you want for the rest of the year. And then let those be your North Star for the next 5-6 months, whatever we got left. Now that we've gone and picked up those feelings, it's time to check in with our life categories. I don't want you to think from lack or overflow. I just want you to think about what you want. You can already have what you want in the category and it's fine. But the important part is that we think about it. So you could consider like your energy or your health. You can write about your relationship with others, physical activity, how you want to eat, hobbies, creativity, how you want to live your day-to-day, your habits, maybe how you want your mindset to seem. Like, for example, you want to be more patient, or you want to think more positively, or you want to recognize the good that's around you. What do you want to do for work? What do you want to do for play? What do you want your morning routine to look like? Do you want a morning routine, an evening routine? All kinds of categories. If you have any good categories, comment it below. I'm sure a neighbor could use it. More questions to ask yourself for this journaling session could be, what do I like to do? What would I like to have more of? What would I like to have less of? How do I like to act? What does it feel good to have? What feels good when I'm doing it? What do I like to do for fun, for peace, for entertainment? If I had more spare time, I would try blank. I would spend more time doing blank. What do I like about me? And see if you can implement some of those things in different categories. And when you're done writing out like what you want them to look like in each category, then go ahead and put a star next to 1 or 2 of them that you think can make the biggest impact on how you'll feel the rest of the year. This is step 3, but it's optional. I would say to go back and look at what you wanted in January 2025. And I say this for a few reasons. 1, sometimes what we thought we wanted in January no longer serves us. It's not something we were even interested in or we even thought of when we thought about what we want in this time. And that's okay. 6 months is a long time. Things change. 2, there could be something that's in common, which shows how important it is to you and how it's something you may be actually longing for. Or you'll also see things that you wanted and you kind of still want, but you don't necessarily want to make a priority yet. I just think it's a good idea to reflect on where you were and look at where you are now. Give yourself permission to change your mind. Let it go. Sometimes we hold ourselves to who we thought we wanted to be, but we may not even want that thing anymore. It's okay to change your mind. Look at your current goals, keep what feeds you, and release what doesn't. Future you would thank you for that pause and reflection. We've laid our foundation. We've looked at what we want, what we don't want, what we want to feel, maybe what we don't want to feel, and that's okay. Now it's time to break ground. You're going to pick 1 to 2 actions to commit to, whether they be a daily habit you're incorporating or a step towards one of your goals from section 2. Now, if you look back at step 2 and you're in the categories and you don't know what your first steps should be, I don't think you've taken enough time or enough detail about what you want if you don't know what the first or second step is. So maybe your daily habit is want to drink more water because I want to be more hydrated. Section 2 should say, I want to drink a gallon of water by the end of the year. If that's the case and you know we ain't drank no water in God knows how long, I'm just kidding. But you know you're nowhere near a gallon now, maybe we commit to 40 ounces a day and work our way up. But if you didn't write that you want to drink a gallon a day in section 2, you're just like, I want to be more hydrated. It's just not as clear. So try to really visualize, have some imagery on what you want your life to look like. And if you can't do this all in one sitting, that's fine. Maybe you pick a category a day for a week. I like the idea of that. I can draft that out if you guys were interested. This life you're living is yours. That's the best part of adulthood. You have so much more free will than you used to. Use it. For most of us, 40 plus hours a week are committed to somebody else's goals. So the time around that needs to reflect what we want, how we want to feel, what we want to have, who we want to be, and that's up to us to decide. So let's get our MFN lives together, shall we? I really hope you enjoyed today's dose. If there's any part that resonated with you or anything you plan to implement, please subscribe and join the neighborhood. We'd love to have you. We're all working on improving and maintaining the parts of our lives that are most important to us. Also, we're neighbors over here. Don't be shy to share 1 to 2 things that you want to implement or continue in the second half of the year. I'm going to be sharing some of mine in the after party today. That's right, there's a new segment on Dacie's Dust this season. After each episode, we're either having an after party or a Dacie's Den, depending on the vibe. But I'll talk more about that in the end. This ends the regular part of the video. I thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you soon. Love you, mean it, bye. After the party, welcome to the after party. This is just a short segment of the show where I will tell you more about things that I'm personally working on related to the topic, or things that I'm navigating in this hood called adulthood. So I was mentioning there's 2 segments. There's either Dacie's Den or the after party. The after party is more upbeat, more positive, more just casual chit chat, things I may be working on. Where Dacie's Den, maybe I'm being a little more vulnerable about a topic, or I've been feeling a bit moody, so I may share things like that. But everybody don't want to hear that, and that's fine. That's why it's a separate segment. But the neighbors who get it, they get it. So hey friend, hey. And I implemented a bevy of the day. Child's by watery, because I was a little rusty. This is water. Okay, it's water. Doesn't look like it, but it is. These are my Mios. But this is the brand. Is it Mio, Mio? I'm unsure. I decided to put the hydration because I wanted to try the strawberry lemonade, and also I had a little wine night last night. So as much hydration as possible. And then I decided to put an energy. This one is a side berry. So I got a strawberry lemonade, a side berry joint going on. I like it. Since this video is about how you want the rest of the year to look like, I wanted to share what I'm going to be working on. Okay. Last year's mid-year reset was more about how to jump back on your old goals. But this time, I want to start fresh. Who am I today, and how do I want the rest of my year to look like? Here's my journal. It's almost full, y'all. I only got this little bit left, and I'm sick because I've had this one for years. I don't journal as often as I want to, but I do journal. I have my seasons of journaling. But I did this journaling session about a month ago, and I asked, what did I want to be intentional about and what aligns with my values? So again, taking the things I feel I want and taking the categories that I want and seeing how I can put them together and decide to be intentional. Things I really want to focus on are being more organized and increasing my bevies. Okay. I really love matcha. I'm a matcha girl. I'm a matcha. And I want to be able to make them multiple times a week at home. I want more hydration. So drinking things that will give me benefits. Like if I need energy or if I just need more electrolytes. I even have a calm one. I'm not sure how much that one works, but having things that more calm me, like getting liquid doses of stuff. Having more teas, just more bevies. I want more bevies. And most people will argue that it can't be something chill, but I'm it can be whatever you want to work on. It doesn't have to be flipping your life on its back. It can be more fulfilling, more joyful things being added. So yeah, I want to add more bevies, and that probably means I should wake up earlier or go straight to the kitchen because I don't. I'll give you guys an update on that next month. And I want to be more organized, y'all. I want my home to be more organized. I want my content creation process to be more organized. And that's what I'm trying to batch this season and see how that goes. I want more day-to-day time to spend on random stuff. Not every day I'm working on content because content is a very time consuming. I was about to say activity, but what's the word? Hobby. It's just very time consuming and I don't want to stop it. I just need to create better systems so I can have it. So I need to be more organized in my home, which with better systems and more organized with my content. So I'll be working on systematic approaches to getting my more fulfilling life, get my MFN life together. I hope you enjoyed this dose. If you like this segment, let me know. If there's anything you want to see on this channel, let me know. Let me know. Oh, and leave an emoji. Leave a bevy emoji if you stay through the end of the after party. But until next time, go dose accordingly. Love you, mean it. Bye.